I can't even see it.
Yeah, he like a little ghost. Not you. Wide. Fucking floating.
Yeah, man.
That shit look crazy.
What the fuck? You got the Holy Spirit?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, you look like you got the Force around you and shit.
Why Kenobi?
What's going on? What's going on? That's right. It's been a while. We're back for Pick'em. Week number 14. We got Kareem B.I. Williams in the house. We got Kareem Coop in the house. What's going on, gentlemen? It's that time again.
All right.
We missed last week. We're back. We're back bigger and better than ever. NFL Week 14. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. What's going on, guys, man? Been a while. Good to see you guys. What's happening?
Good seeing you. What's going on? Kareem Coop, what's going on?
What's going on?
Shout out to Potty out there, man. Don't put stuff online you don't want to see. Kareem will have screenshot capabilities. So.
Yeah, I mean, he just basically ended his career. But what's going on, man? It's that Pick'em, Week 14. A lot to talk about. A lot to discuss.
Absolutely, man.
This week is going to go down.
Yeah, so, we're going to ride this wave on to the playoffs. It's Week 14, a couple more weeks left in the season. A lot of teams have established who they are, and a lot of teams have disappointed. A lot of teams have surprised. And here we are, man, Week 14, man. We got crazy week. The last week was we did the actual podcast was a crazy one, man. I mean, you couldn't have, no way that anyone went close to perfect on their pools. There's no way unless you just close your eyes and pick those games, man, because
I think that was my worst week ever.
Yeah. And I'm not even gonna put the record out there. Just know that
I don't know. I don't think I did that bad that we did it. I mean, put it out there. I don't really know. I don't think I won. I don't think I had a bad record that week.
I don't have to check, but I know everybody suffered at least 5 losses.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you didn't.
You did.
Bad, bro.
You did.
It was a winning record. Because a lot of ones y'all went against me, I won.
Yeah, you want to be a winner so bad, but
I'm just telling the truth.
It's not going to happen. You had losses, and that's it.
I know I had a better record than you last week.
Okay, but that's good because that was the only week you had a better record.
No, it ain't. It was another one.
No, you have not been thriving this.
I had 2 better than you weeks.
I'm happy that you had one good week.
I think I went 11-2, one of them.
All right, well, 11-2. All right, another dream.
I'm gonna have to.
He can pull them up.
I'm gonna have to go back and read and get records.
We're gonna have to look at the ballots. We need to go pick the ballots. We need to check the votes. We need to check the wins versus the losses.
Check the ballots. You gotta go back.
This is the type of guy that if he gets one little edge on you, he's never gonna let you ever forget it. That's why I always had to keep my fucking foot on his goddamn neck and because he would never let you forget it. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Cool. Yeah. Who are we talking about? We talking about me?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's pick them. It's week 14. Let's go.
All right, damn it. Let's go. All right. I'm just going to remove my picture here. I don't care anymore.
You look like a goat. You look like a goat.
Yeah.
Moving along. We got the first game of the week. We got the 3-9 Jets going against the 4 Buffalo Bills. The Jets surprisingly have a better record in this one competition. Who you got, Vic?
Well, the Jets, they've been up and down, more down than up this season. A lot of turmoil in New York, from the head coaching to the offensive play calling. They really don't have any continuity out there in MetLife Stadium right now. The Jets are backpedaling. They started off looking like they were going to have a spark, and they have fizzled out. Nobody circles the wagons more than the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to have to take the Buffalo Bills this week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ditto. I'm taking Buffalo. Buffalo still has a good defense. Surprisingly, I think they top. They might be number 2. I know they top 5.
They top 5. Yeah.
And Allen ran for 100 yards last week. What the hell is this guy, man? This the white Michael Vick? I don't know. But definitely Buffalo, man. Yeah, he came out nowhere. He's running though. He's not really passing. But just because of the defense alone and the Jets suck, I got to go with Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm gonna pick Buffalo as well. No one circles the wagon like Vic says. I'm
Yep.
gonna take the Bills, so we're all in agreement. The Bills. Okay, next game. This one was from Thursday. It was the Titans versus the Jaguars. The Titans beat the Jaguars 30-9. Titans are one game over 500. The Jacksonville Jaguars slide down to 4-9.
It's
That
crazy.
whole debacle, they'll have to fix that at the offseason. I don't know if I don't know. I would keep the same coaching unit in there. I would get a quarterback, and we'll
You
look
need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback. So in the Titans, man, I don't know, man. This team is up and down, man. They played a good team good, and they this one they surprisingly beat the Jaguars. Or on paper, just by the pattern that the Titans that they possess, as far as the pattern, they always lose to the bad teams and beat the good teams. But anybody want to cap on this game?
How about
Derek? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
How about Henry running for 99 yards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Completely just running and mushing the Jacksonville defense out of bounds, inbound, outbound. What happened to the Jacksonville defense? I mean,
I don't know.
Supposed to be so stout and so prepared for war each week, and they are just giving up 30, 40 points, 99-yard runs. They're going to need more than just a quarterback in Jacksonville when this is over. I really think that they're going to have to retool that defense. The secondary is terrible. The line, they're not playing like they did last year on either side of the ball. And the Titans, they made the Titans look like they were on their way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Henry 238 yards, 4 touchdowns. So that 99-yard run wasn't the only action he saw. Man, he was actually.
Hey, by the way, that's one of the greatest runs of all time. You got to give it to him because you can't break that record. You can only tie it.
Yep,
99-yard run all the way to the house, and I knew he could run. I don't know what they hadn't really been running him all year.
Yep,
but because a lot of times, big as he is, he tries to run like a scat back.
Right,
that's one thing. But see, he ran hard on that one. And it's like he said, stiffing him in, out of bounds, inbounds, out of bounds. It was just like you said. Yeah, he was doing it.
He's doing it.
So I don't know what happened to the Jags, man. I don't know.
They were supposed to have the number 1 defense in the league. If you look,
number 2.
Number 2, if you check the power rankings and and all the experts, and they just look like trash, man. I think they got some good pieces on defense. I just think they need to add a.
They still got them.
Maybe need another coordinator. All right, so moving along. Next on the docket, we have the 4-8 Giants down the FedEx Field Financial in the DMV, taking on the 6-6 Washington Redskins. This team, the Redskins, were on top of the division all year. Alex Smith went down. Adrian Peterson, I told you at the beginning of the season, I said he still had some left in the tank. Everyone laughed at me. I'm not saying you guys, but a lot of people laughed at me, said that wasn't possible. Shannon Sharp, all the the experts, the analysts, they said this guy couldn't be an every down back. I just take my hat off to Adrian Peterson, man. But they're gonna be taking on my team this week, the 4-8 New York Giants, who had a big win last week, finally beat a decent team. Coop, who you got in this one?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Giants. I've been going against the Giants, but Redskins really have no quarterback right now. Even the second string, Colt McCoy, he's gone. So, and they got too many injuries on the line. So I'm gonna go with the Giants. The Giants look like they're on a little bit of a streak right now. I don't think they're gonna make much noise. Well, they can't. They're pretty much out the playoffs, but I believe they'll win this one. I love Barkley. I think he's a generational running back. He's just on a bad team with a bad offensive line, but he's still making plays. So you gotta love him. So there, Giants. I got the Giants. Even though I hate Eli. Get rid of Eli. Damn. He sucks.
I don't think
I don't hate him, but he sucks.
I got you. I'm gonna give you my my argument with that, and as soon as Vic does his pick. What do you got, Vic?
I'm definitely not taking fumble over the gray pantyhose pants wearing Giants.
Oh man!
Like I said, Coop said to harp on what Coop said. The quarterback situation in Washington is terrible. It's dismal. They lost their starter for the year. They lost Colt McCoy. They lost Colt 45, who was behind Colt McCoy. They can't do anything. Mark Sanchez is making burritos and tacos on the sidelines. He's been known to eat food in his helmet and everything else. He's never
Yeah.
prepared. He butt fumbles. I mean, I'm not taking a butt fumbler over the gray pantyhose pants wearing Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants. They're on a one-game streak. Manning, when he has protection, does play like the Manning of 2010, and of course of 7-8 when they won the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Giants.
Thank you. I agree with Vic. Manning's still a serviceable quarterback. If you could block for him, shit, he can't do a 5-step drop to get rid of the ball. He's no good. We all know this. The team knows that. New York knows this. The Redskins, they got Mark Sanchez behind center. I don't. I'm sorry, man. I told you guys, man. I will pick against my team if I had to, and I just don't see the Redskins actually beating my team, even at the house. So I'm going with the Giants. I'm going to follow suit. So we're all for the Giants. Moving along. So that was my argument, Coop.
But to tell you the truth, hey, Alex Smith is looking bad. I don't know if y'all seen that, but they saying this after the surgery, his leg is infected. It's not looking good for Alex Smith.
He could be done.
They said he got an infection now after the surgery, so that's bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I always liked him. Hopefully he get through it.
Yeah, I always like Alex Smith. I think he came back from a lot of adversity. Being the number one pick, and that curse, if you will.
They could always get Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, right.
I don't think Colin Kaepernick. When everybody's going for it, I don't hear him say he want to play. I think everybody just into the racial thing. I don't hear Colin Kaepernick say he want to play. I think he's making this money. He got a book out. I don't think he's paying football no attention.
Yep.
Then he been out too long.
The $30 million deal from Nike. He's good.
Yeah, I don't hear him say he want to play football. That's us, the fans.
I was Cap. Hey, man. You went to the Super Bowl.
I stay up.
Made the statement. Salute. You know what I mean? If you don't want to play no more, I'm cool with it. Yeah, I would like to know that if Cap is he even interested in playing. Is he on?
I don't think so. Been out 2 years? He probably get in there and get hurt the first play. Football's a different ball.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't just jump in it.
Absolutely. Okay, the next game we have on the docket in Tampa Bay, the 5-7 Buccaneers will be hosting the 10-2 Saints. Saints, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Now they got to finish the season out there. Now 10-2, the Bucs 5-7. Who you got, Coop?
Of course, I got the Saints. The Bucs can still score points here and there, But as far as who's going to win this game, you got to be the Saints. Saints a much better team. The Buccaneers defense still sucks, and they still got Drew Brees, Kamara, and those guys on the other side of the ball. So I don't think it'll be no competition. I take that back. Tampa Bay may be able to score a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they'll beat Tampa Bay by at least 14 points. Saints.
What you got, Vic? Good thoughts, sir?
I don't know. It sounds like a buzzer went off over there.
Yeah, you heard that?
Shit. NFL buzzer is
I thought somebody disagreed with me and hit that.
I guess that's the new thing. You know what? I'm going to say that the Bucs, it stopped here. They did beat the Saints early in the season, but they're going to score some points there. They're going to rebound from their loss against the Cowboys. I think that the Saints will go out there and take care of business.
Yeah,
I got the Saints.
All right. And I'm gonna go with the grain as well. I don't see the Bucs beating the Saints. I don't care if they're in the Buccaneers living room.
Hit the buzzer again. Hit the buzzer.
Yeah. I don't know what that was, but it sounds good. You might be able to incorporate that.
Yeah, we're doing a pilot. Next year is gonna be bigger, better things with the podcast. We're trying things out right now, but I don't see the Saints getting outmatched in this game planning.
Yeah, I don't see it.
The offense, so I'm going with the Saints as well. So we're all in agreement. The Saints will beat the Bucs on the road. Next game. Now, you might look at this game and say, hey, this is an automatic slam dunk. I don't agree.
It's tricky.
9-3 Patriots visiting in South Beach against the Miami Dolphins, who are 6-6. Tannehill's back. He's looking good. Is it good enough to beat the Patriots? Vic, take it away.
No, it's not good enough to beat Patriots. Tannenhill, Tannenbaum, it doesn't matter who you put behind quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. This is the time of year that the Patriots really start flexing their muscles. They have dominated this division for over 10 years. They've won 5 Super Bowls with Brady and Belichick. They'll continue to beat up on the Dolphins. They're going to go into South Beach with their Miami Nike Air Maxes on, cleats, and stomp all over the Dolphins. I'm going with the Patriots.
Nice.
Yeah, they're definitely going with the Patriots, even though Dolphins give them problems. Like you say, this is the Patriots' time of the year. They turning it on now. It's kind of hard to stop, man. The running game, the little punk short passing. A lot of people don't. Tom Brady does a lot of dipping and dabbing. He do a lot of short passes. I'm noticing that with him. He's been like that ever since he lost Randy Moss. He does that a lot.
You sound mad when you say that.
No, but he does. You think he don't really go down the field? He go down the field every now and then, but he's more of a dink and dunker.
Would you like to see him throw deeper passes?
I would like to see it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the Patriots at this point, I don't see them losing to the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will give them a decent game and surprise people, and I wouldn't be surprised with an upset, but I don't think it's going to happen. Patriots.
All right. The Patriots, like, you know, does he have the wide receivers? Did he have them? He has Gordon now. You know, their chemistry is shooting up there. You know, Brady definitely has been living with the short ball. You know, so you know, can this team go into Miami at this time of year? You know, usually the Pats, they're very they basically have a lot of practice with these teams, and they get different looks, and then they practice on it. I love the way the Patriots game plan. I love how they study film. Any given Sunday, but it's a division game. You know, the Dolphins and Pats game is always action packed, no matter the record. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead because we've been going against, the same way the whole time. I'm gonna jump off and I'm going to on this one. I say the Fins beat the Patriots. They shock them. They come down. It's a trap game. I'm going with the Dolphins.
Okay, go against the gray.
Sniffing blue. Here we go.
All right, next game on the docket, we have the 7-5 Ravens. Man, they bounce back, second half team. They go. I don't know if it's enough firepower to match the Kansas City Chiefs because they are in Kansas City They're in Kansas City visiting the 10-2 Chiefs, hottest teams in the NFL. The Ravens surprisingly 7-5 though. You know, they started out real slow. Well, they started out great, then they had a little bit of a drop. And now they look like they're running on all cylinders. Coop, is this enough to withstand this Chiefs offense, man?
I don't think so. I think the Chiefs take this one, man. I mean, I'm not going to make it look like it's easy because the Ravens do still got number one defense. And they got the quarterback out there running like a fake Michael Vick. I mean, he can't pass like Michael Vick, though. Michael Vick was a much better passer. But he is a rookie. He is a rookie, so I'll kind of give him that leeway.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about Lamar Jackson. But they do run well, so it'll probably be a game because Kansas City still doesn't have a good defense. Ravens have a good running attack, but it's just too much offense from Kansas City, man. Too much Mahomes, too much the short Randy Moss. To me, Tyreek Hill, he's that deadly. That man, you can't stop that man.
Yep.
So I'm going with the Chiefs.
Cool. All right, Vic.
Lamar Jackson 3-0 as a starter. Surprisingly, in this league, we all know that running the ball as a quarterback is a short-term fix.
Yes.
He's going to have to work. He's going to have to work on his passing game at some point. Yes, He is a rookie, so that's the only cushion I'm going to give him. They are 3-0 as a starter. And let's see what the Chiefs can do. I mean, their defense really couldn't stop a stop sign. I really don't know what they're going to be able to do against Lamar Jackson if they're planning to stop him. What they're going to do in order to keep him in the box and make him beat them with his arm that he doesn't have much of. But like Coop said, the Chiefs do have a dynamic offense. Tyreek Hill is the short Randy Moss, but now they're down a man. They don't have Kareem Hunt. They don't have the 2- and 3-headed monster that they once had. Mahomes is still a great quarterback, second-year quarterback for Kansas City. They can definitely score points in bunches. My whole thing is, can they score against that Raven defense? I don't know. I don't know. It is in Kansas City. The first real test for them without Kareem Hunt going against this number one defense in Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. I'm going to jump out on a limb. I'm going to go with the Ravens on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Ravens go in there and get a win. My gut says Kansas City, but I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Hey, you can't go wrong in any of these
Yeah.
picks. Both teams.
Okay.
The Chiefs I could see the Chiefs losing this week, man. Even at home.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it because the Ravens got the recipe. They got a running game and a defense, and that they can do it. It's just that I can't see them scoring as much as the Chiefs. That's why I'm going with the Chiefs.
It kills and it eats up clock. So
yeah, it does that.
Ravens get on top, they start running that ball, man. Chiefs looking like sitting there looking like what the hell happened. I'm gonna go with Vic, man. I think the Ravens pull the upset on the road. I say I'm beating the Chiefs, man. I got the Ravens in this one.
It can happen. I was on the fence with that one, but
yeah, I see Lamar Jackson getting his 4th win for some reason, and then the quarterback controversy begins in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's already coming. I was saying it this morning.
Coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
just don't think they can score with the Chiefs. That's the only reason I'm going with the Chiefs.
They can't, but all you gotta do is keep the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, if they keep it out of their hands,
they run the ball
that's
and
true.
They play great defense. So I'm gonna take a chance with this one.
I can see the defense putting up some points too in this one. So we'll never know. Quarterback controversy. Flax Seeds is looking behind. He's got dude on his back. Don't forget they still got Robert Griffin. Please change your hairline if you're listening. I don't like.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. He's got like a 5 heartbeat perm.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. Crazy looking, man.
Got a
he
blowout.
really looks freaking fucking crazy.
Said he got a blowout. Man.
All right, moving along.
Activator. Got activator in his hair.
Right. He definitely got some S-curl mixture in his hair, dog.
He don't have the cornrows no more.
No, he's got like his arm flat layover. He's with this girl. I'm not even gonna say who he's with. Just Google his wife.
Yeah.
I've seen her before.
That'll give you all that might give you all the ammunition you need.
Okay.
He looks like one of the 5 horsemen from that Heartbeat.
Yep.
From the wrestling days.
He looked like
the 5 horsemen from the 5 Heartbeats, that singing group, all white singing group that was trying to sing the 5 Heartbeat songs. His hair is laid over like Dick.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah, he looks crazy.
Yeah, okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah. We're the 4 horsemen. Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
He looked like one of them. He looked like one of them dudes. That song.
Yeah, them motherfuckers.
5 horsemen.
Pace.
Okay.
He's
like cracking himself up over there.
He looked like one of them dudes that was singing the theme song to the Wayans Brothers. We're brothers.
Yes, that's who he looks like.
We're colored. Give me a high five.
Yeah, give him a high five, man, for that flat iron hairstyle.
Yeah.
Griffin, that is not cool. I don't know if you have a stylist or a publicist or something.
Him and Potty gonna be doing comparisons soon.
Man, I feel you, man. People are not really up on their hairstyle right now, man.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the schedule in Texas, we have the Houston Texans 9-3 hosting the Indianapolis Colts 6-6 right now. Colts not playing too bad, but we're talking about the Texans here. This team is well put together. They have good defense, decent offense. Man, can the Colts march into Houston and beat the Texans? Coop?
Nope, I'm going with the Texans. I mean, the Colts are not bad though. They at 500. Luck is back to the luck he was before. But I think his luck runs out here. I believe that the Texans steamroll them. That's what I believe. I don't think they can stop him. And the Texans defense is too good. I'm going with the Texans. I don't see him beating the Texans. I really just don't see it.
All right. Vic, we'll give you the next 2 because I skipped you over. You're supposed to go first this time, but I'm going to hear from you on this one, man. Do you think the Colts can come in there and beat the Texans, man?
Not at all. I mean, didn't the Colts just come out of a did they score last week?
I don't think so.
Did they even score? I mean, the Texans are on a 9-game winning streak. They started out 0-3, and now they're on top of their division. They're dominating. They're playing great defense. Watson is back from his injury. He's throwing the ball to hop every which way. They've got a great running game. They're just well coached and they're well put together. And when they're healthy, they're a legitimate threat in the AFC. You're not going into Texas at this time of year getting any kind of win when they're 9-3 and on the verge of winning the division. The Texans easily.
talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you, man. The Texans 9-game winning streak. This team, the thing I like about this team is they've been under the radar. Not a lot of people paying this team any attention. They kind of remind me of that, that Giant team that year. No one really expected anything out of it.
Oh, here we go.
Bringing those Giants up.
I just made an example. There's a couple other teams that actually went into the playoffs with a great record.
Well, we know the Giants weren't good. They just got into the playoffs and just turned it on. But Texans are good.
But listen, I was just using that team as an example. The 9 straight wins, no one's really paying them any attention. 3 games, they took them out of it. People stopped talking about them. They counted them out, and now look at them. They're sitting probably one of the best put together teams in the NFL going against the Colts. I like what Luck is doing. I just think he needs another year before he becomes a threat, meaning, hey, we're going to look at this team and really take them seriously. I just don't see him beating the Texans, especially on the road. So I'm going to go with the Texans along with you guys. We're all for the Texans. All right. Moving along, we have here, this is going to be very interesting. Well, not really. Well, man, yeah, because of the
interesting.
Underachieving this year. The Falcons 4-8 in Lambeau, taking on the Packers, obviously. The Packers are 4-7-1. The Packers just fired Coach Mike McCarthy. And I just want to say, man, that the Packers are supposed to be a class organization. A class organization doesn't take a coach that they've had for all those years, I think 13 or 14 years. He has won a Super Bowl with you guys, has a winning record, put teams in the playoff that they probably didn't even have the right guys to be in the playoff with, and fire him mid-season. Like, you guys got a shot at the playoffs or something. Like, he is the problem, and you embarrassed him and kicked him out of Lambeau, and he took that and he had to eat it, man. He was real class act with it, man. He had all kind of ammunition to throw back at the Packers, but he didn't do that. I want to take
Aaron Rodgers.
Huh?
I had to cut you off. Aaron Rodgers got that man fired.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Don't fire a coach like that in mid-season. You let him finish out the year. You take him behind closed doors and you say, hey, Mike, we're going to go in another direction. So if you want to resign, do so. Don't fire him in mid-season. I don't care if it was Bart Starr at quarterback. That was just classless, and I'm very, very upset with the Packer organization for handling it like that. You guys want to comment?
All I'm going to say is this is kind of the Falcons have owned Aaron Rodgers as of late. They've owned him, so I'm just going to make my pick. I don't mean to cut you off, Vic, but hey, well, it's not going to be an easy one, but it's so much turmoil over there in Green Bay, and the Falcons, even though the Falcons not playing good, for whatever reason, Aaron Rodgers can't beat the Falcons. So I'm going to go with the Falcons. Aaron Rodgers is a pathetic teammate. His teammates keep saying bad things. He doesn't get along with his family. His family doesn't like him. He's just an all-American asshole. He's just an all-American asshole. His ex-teammates are coming out on him now. So I'm going with the Falcons until he proves he can beat them.
You know what? This is too much going on over there right now, and I don't know. This isn't the Aaron Rodgers I'm used to seeing. This Mike McCarthy firing has been a long time coming. Him and Rodgers have been butting heads about how the offense should run for over 6 seasons, and it's finally coming to a head. They really haven't gotten Aaron Rodgers any legitimate help ever in Green Bay. He's had flashes of offense here and there. Driver is good, but you need more than Donald Driver to get the job done in the NFL. No matter how good or how great everybody wants to make Aaron Rodgers, the firing was untimely. I feel like the firing should have taken place after the season was over. All the accomplishments, accolades that McCarthy has had out in Green Bay, he deserved a little bit better. But you know what? Karma is a bitch.
Yeah.
Come back to bite them. Green Bay, you've got to deal with it. And today the Falcons are going to come in there and do a Lambeau leap right into the stands. I'm going with the Falcons.
All right. Hey, good one. I'm going to come back. I'm going to circle around on that one. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I don't see, Philman is coaching, interim coach right now. Philman couldn't even win a game with spades. So, yeah, man, I think the Falcons use their weapons, the Julio Jones of the world. They got a decent back here. They're on the road. They go up to Lambeau, and, the Falcons have been going up to Lambeau since the Vic days and coming out victorious. So, I don't see anything changing, especially right now. This team's in turmoil. My question to you guys is, where do you see Mike McCarthy landing? You think he goes to analyze it for a year, or do you think he goes to a team right away?
I think he goes to a team right away. I don't think a coach of that caliber sits on the sidelines too long. Then again, if you don't know what Mike McCarthy's thinking, he might want time to, recoup and think about things. But if the right offer comes along, and the money's right and the situation presents itself, I can see him going to Cleveland. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I mean, there's a few coaching vacancies up for grabs. Jacksonville is an attractive team if they decide to get rid of their head coach. So let's see. I do see him landing in Cleveland, though. The word on the street is he is leaning towards Cleveland. But
maybe Cleveland, if anybody. Maybe Cleveland. Or offensive coordinator, even if he wants to be a head coach, because he's still an offensive coordinator. He could even do that. But
better not.
Probably Cleveland, if anybody.
Cleveland would be a good fit. I think that's one of the most sought after jobs, in the NFL right now. That Cleveland job, I think the team's on the upswing, man.
The quarterback, everybody wants to coach the quarterback, especially if you're an offensive coach.
Absolutely,
that's where they want to go.
Right. Oh, let me ask you guys that. Let's take a little pause here. What is the most, who do you see getting fired after this year? Who do you see, and what jobs do you see becoming available after it's said and done?
Coop, you can go ahead and take this one first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of thinking right now.
I'll
let you go.
But there are a lot of new coaches in the NFL. Detroit has Patricia, but he came over from the Patriots. There's a lot of new coaches and a lot of coaches in place that haven't been there very long. I don't really know any of the real firings at this time other than the Mike McCarthy firing. If you look at the situation in Jacksonville, it's a problem.
Yes.
There's going to have to be some changes made, whether they make offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Maybe they just get rid of everybody. But there's definitely some heads that need to roll. This team was a game away, 8 minutes away from the Super Bowl last year. Where did the wheels fall off? So you got to figure that out in Jacksonville. If you're going to think about some other things, maybe the Titans. They've had Mariota for a few seasons now, and they just can't seem to sustain any consistency as far as their win and losses. 1 week they look like they're the greatest team on earth. They go into Dallas and get a big win. Then the next week they can't score any points. Maybe it's time to start looking at some different options there. But really, who's out there right now? Who's out there to pick up as a head coach? There really aren't a lot of head coaches sitting on the sidelines that aren't coaching in the NFL that are out there that are even in attractive head coaching positions. So just got to see what happens.
That's why I let you go first. That's kind of a hard question right now. Maybe at the end of the season we can come back to that one.
I'm asking predictions. Who do you see? I see Ty Bowles getting fired from the Jets. I see that automatic. I see possibly Marone leaving Jacksonville. I see him getting fired and them keeping that core and changing out the coaches. There's a few, that underachieved that should have been, the Jacksonville Jaguars should have been on top of the division.
I don't think they'll fire Jacksonville coach though, because you got to understand they did good at this. They just had one bad. You don't fire them after this 1 year because they've been better and better every year. So I would say if they do bad next year, then I would look that way. Maybe they'll fire him. I think they'll give him another year.
Do you think you see them giving Gruden another year?
They got to. He signed a 10-year contract.
$100 million
10-year contract.
Yeah, he signed a 10-year, $100 million contract. He's going nowhere.
He's going nowhere.
No time soon.
I think that who's that last guy? Jack Del Rio was a great coach, man. They should have gave him a chance. I liked his coaching style better than Gruden's. But talking about the Raiders here, man, and I've seen the Jacksonville Jaguars give up on a coach real prematurely. So we'll see. I don't see the Jet thing working. I see the Browns being a great job, a real attractive job at the end of the season. The Jets, I know that's going to be open. You got a black.
Maybe the Bengals, possibly the Bengals. I mean, they seem to love Hugh Jet. They seem to love Marvin Lewis. Yeah, they love him, but I mean, he can't take him to the next level. They lose the first round of every playoffs.
Yeah.
But Hugh may take his spot. It can happen.
He's not going anywhere. Not this year.
I don't know.
Hughes got 9 lives.
He may want to step down. Shit, he can't seem to take him no further than the first round. Has he ever won past the first round? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, they won 2 years ago.
Past the first round?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
they won a first round game, and then they got blown out the next.
The next one. Yeah.
Andy Dalton got hurt, and then they got blown out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You know, we keep saying give Marv another year. I mean, he's been there for so long. I wouldn't be surprised if they stayed. You know, they fired him last year and hired him back. So, you know, he must got some naked pictures of the owner or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, they love him. They love him. He'd have been gone on any other team.
You know, great motivator. All right, so moving along. Speaking of the Browns, we got the Browns 4-7-1 at home, hosting the Carolina Panthers 6-6. The Panthers, man, they've been stinking the place up the last few weeks, man. At one time, this Panther team was the toast of the NFL. Vic, you want to take this away?
The Panthers have lost a couple of games this season that they really shouldn't have lost. They went for 2 points on one of their losses. I think they blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Their record doesn't reflect how they've been playing overall. I think they've been a little inconsistent at times at the quarterback position. Cam has been a little bit all over the place, but they still have enough firepower to get this win today. Baker Mayfield is a great young prospect, but he still needs some molding. He's still young. I'm going to go with the Panthers. The Panthers should be able to go in there and handle business.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I honestly think something is wrong with Cam, like the way he's throwing the ball. Because remember, he started out great. I don't know if it's an injury because he hasn't really been able to put the ball like he used to. So right. I'm thinking something may be wrong with his shoulder. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think Cleveland has enough to beat the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers on maybe a 4-game loser streak, 3 games, something like that. They bounced back this one to beat Cleveland. I mean, I like Baker, but I mean he's good. He's gonna give you flashes. Then he's still gonna do some rookie stuff. But I don't think they have enough to beat the Panthers. And McCaffrey's nothing like his father. He actually has speed. His father was never fast. He was a good possession receiver. But hey, this guy McCaffrey's pretty good. I didn't think he could run between the tackles the way he does, but he's proving me wrong. Yeah, this guy's good. But I'm definitely gonna go with the Panthers. I don't think Cleveland could beat them. Not now. And they hungry. They mad.
I seen Cam Newton in the press conference, and I looked into his eyes, and I see a confused man. Think something going on with him today. This team's in Cleveland. This Cleveland Brown team does have weapons if they can put things together. So I'm going to go against the grain on this one. I just got a feeling that I'm going to turn the scores on, and I'm going to see the Browns jump on the Panthers early and keep the lead. I see the Panthers playing from behind the whole game. I seen it being close, but I'm going to give the edge to the Browns. I think the Browns get their 5th win, and I think the Panthers fall 1 game under 500. So I'm going with the Browns on this one.
Gets the grain. Okay.
Moving along.
Snip and glue.
49ers at the house. 2-10 49ers taking on the 6-6 Denver Broncos. Vic, how you got it?
49ers, the Broncos. I mean, even with Keenum at quarterback, what do the Niners have in the tank? I mean, are they on their 4th or 5th string quarterback? I mean, I really don't know anything about the Niners this year. I haven't been following them enough to even care. But I know the Broncos have beaten some quality teams this year. They beat us. We blew a 12-point lead to Chargers. They beat the Steelers. They're very capable of being at the top of their division. I got to go with the Broncos.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. But the 49ers do have I'm thinking now he's their 3rd string quarterback. He's actually putting up pretty good numbers, but they're not really winning. So I can't really, I guess if you put up numbers he don't win, it doesn't really hold a lot of weight. But
nothing cool.
The Broncos has a good little running game too. We already know the defense can turn it on here and there. We all know what Miller brings, but they actually had that guy Lindsey is explosive, little fast guy. Hey. I mean, Keenum is serviceable enough to beat the 49ers. So, I'm definitely going to go with Denver, man.
I never, the Broncos are so cheap when it comes to going out and get a quarterback. They're always going with the man. We don't know about this guy. This guy has a terrific upside, but he is not proven. The Broncos, ever since Elway has left, not including Peyton Manning, but man, it seems like the Broncos, the Greaseys of the world. Who else they had? They had Jake Plumbers. always these mediocre quarterbacks. They just never can just go out and, hey, this is our guy. We're going to draft him. This guy's a freaking blue chip. He's got an arm. He has all the upside. He's another Elway. The Broncos never, ever go out and get that quarterback, or they always miss. But that's still, they're facing the 49ers. This 49er team, I like that quarterback. Garoppolo is not the answer when he gets healthy. I say they keep this little young nucleus in and let them grow together. Let's get some chemistry. I think next year they start winning some games and knocking off some good teams. But this year I don't see it. I think the coach, they see who they have on the bench. This is the time to evaluate talent, and what better team than to go against the Broncos to evaluate talent. But I don't see them beating the Broncos even in the stairwell. So I'm taking the Broncos along with you guys. We're all for the Broncos on that one. Moving along. Man.
We going slow. We still got that many games left.
Yeah, man.
We going real slow.
We're gonna move along now. We got the 5-7 Bengals visiting the LA Chargers. Chargers are 9-3. The Chargers are 9-3. Some say one of the best teams, some if not the best team in an NFL. Chargers are 9-3. Bengals 5-7. Vic, these are your boys, man. Who you got?
No brainer. I'm going with Rivers' boys. Even with Melvin Gordon possibly still out this week.
Yeah.
Jackson last week proved that he could come in and do a great job. The young boy did very well up in Pittsburgh. They have a great defense. Darwin James is being compared to Cam Chancellor, number 33 for us in the secondary. We got great linebackers. Bosa's out there balling. I mean, we're really coming together at the right time. I'm going to give the nod to the Chargers. LA gets it done.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, the Chargers, man. I mean, as we say, the Bengals always underachieve for whatever reason. But Chargers are actually a great team. I got to give it to Vic on this team. They actually got a good team, man.
Yeah.
Real good. They got a couple good running backs. It ain't just Gordon. They actually got a couple good running backs. And Rivers is having pretty much an MVP season.
Yeah.
They got a good defense. And the Bengals ain't going to have nothing for them, man. And don't forget Keenan Allen. He's actually a very underrated receiver. That guy's one of the better receivers in the league. He's not flashy, so you don't hear his name, but all he does is produce. And ever since his young days, all he does is produce. So Bengals had nothing for him, man. Bengals ain't going to. They don't match up. Chargers are good, and I've been winning with them in Madden. That's right. I've been playing with them. Hey, I won 2 games yesterday. One dude quit on me. The other one I blew out, and Derwin James had a couple picks for me. And, Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Melvin Gordon is out. He's out for this game. So, definitely out. He's been ruled out. I don't care if Melvin Gordon was out for good. They're not beating the Bengals are not beating this Charger team. I'm sorry. Chargers, another quiet team. They've been, quietly generating wins. Philip Rivers having an MVP season. He said it. 3rd game of the season that he is going to, get the MVP this year. I would not be surprised if Philip Rivers got the MVP. Think he deserves it. Chargers, man, got it all together, man. So I got the Chargers in this one too, man. So we're all for the Chargers. Let's go. Moving along. No more to be said about that. Oh, man, a barn burner. We got the 4-8 Detroit Lions going to Phoenix, University of Phoenix Stadium against the 3-9 Cardinals. I don't even know if you watched this. I don't know if this is on a network game. I wouldn't put it on a network game. The Lions, I don't know. Are they where they need to be? Are they, what their record says? I don't know. The Lions are so unpredictable. It's ridiculous. The Arizona Cardinals, we know we got David Johnson really didn't get that opportunity like we thought he was going to have this year to actually go out and show that he possibly could be one of the top backs in the league. This one is tough, man, but I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. Vic?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Lions too, man. I mean, the Cardinals. Did beat what was that? Green Bay they beat last week, but Green Bay is in shambles anyway. And right. Detroit, just like you said, is so unpredictable, man. Detroit looked like a great team one week, then they look sucky the next. But I still think that they'll go ahead and beat the Cardinals. Matt Stafford, they paid him way too much money just because he has a strong ass arm. But I just don't think the Cardinals had nothing for him. I'll go with Detroit. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a close game, below. I can't really call it, but Detroit wins this one. Too unpredictable.
Vic?
The Lions, I I don't know. Both of these teams are like the bad news bears. You just don't know. But
Yeah.
the Lions, I got to go with them. They have better pieces in place on both sides of the ball. They have a quarterback who is stable, even though he is flashy at times. Streaks of a bum quarterback and then a good quarterback. You just don't know what you're getting out of him. But Matt Patricia, first year out there. I mean, I got to go with the Lions.
Absolutely. Great pick. Like you said, both teams, all I know that could possibly be a loss on our record. So, I'm, strategically picking, man, I see the Lions got more of a team, even though the Cardinals did beat the Packers, but that didn't mean too much. But, it was just Cardinals third win of the season. So we all got the Lions. We're all in agreement. Moving along, this is going to be a stat pusher. People that need to get their stats up. And it will be the Steelers this week. 7-4-1 Steelers, not a bad team. They go to Oakland, taking on the Raiders. I don't know if this is the Raiders' last game at home. I'm not sure. I got to check. But, yeah, 7-4-1 Steelers in Oakland, 2-10 Raiders. Take it away, Coop.
Still got to go with Pittsburgh. I mean, the Raiders they put a couple of sneaky wins in here and there, but there's still nothing to write home about. The team's still in shambles, if you ask me. And we all know Pittsburgh is a pretty good team when they can get it together and Big Ben and stop making excuses and throwing everybody up under the bus. They're still a pretty good team. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go with the Steelers. I ain't going to spend too much time on this one. The Steelers just out overpowering. Steelers.
Word. Vic?
Steelers.
And I'll say Steelers, too. Nothing more to be said about this game. I think Roethlisberger throws for 400 yards. Not surprised. Raiders just don't have anything. All right, moving along. This one here.
Boy. No, it's a hard one.
Divisional. We got the Eagles 6-6 against the red hot Dallas Cowboys 7-5. They're in Dallas. Eagles coming to town. What's up, Craig Shannon? I know you didn't think this was going to happen. Vic, take it away.
Cowboys are coming together at the right time. The Eagles just don't know what to do out there in Philadelphia. Wentz, since he has come back, has not been the Wentz that he once was, and they don't really have all their pieces in place on offense. The pieces that they do have, they're not really showing that Doug Peterson offense that they showed last year en route to the Super Bowl. I don't know what's going on in Philly, but they better get it together fast. They're 6-6 going into Dallas this time of year. Dallas is putting it together at the right time. The defense is looking great. Dak is putting up together just enough plays to get them through. And Zeke, all he wants to do is eat. He wants to be fed. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take Vic with the Cowboys too.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard one because it's division rivals. This is one of the older ones. It can go either way. But the Cowboys are putting it together at the right time of the year. Their defense is flying all those linebackers flying all over the field, man. They took a chance with that guy from Notre Dame, and that guy's good, man. Jalen Smith, I think is his name.
Jalen Smith.
That linebacker, yeah, that guy flying all over the field, man. Hitting hard, speed. Zeke, they running the ball, and I just don't think the Eagles will do it. Because the Eagles, we don't know what we're gonna get. They got Amari Cooper, and the Eagles, they played pretty good last week. I like the young running back they got now, but they're just not consistent enough. And the Cowboys look like they want it right now. They looking like, as long as you got a defense and a running game the way they do, and the quarterback is not turning over the ball, I got to go with the Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys on this one, even though I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles beat them. But shout out, Craig, Cowboys.
Wow, okay. Craig Shannon, I know you didn't see this one happen in Cowboys 75. They didn't really start out too well. The Cowboys are definitely winning. Eagles, they can move the chains. I've watched Wentz. He can move the chains, man. Is he the Wentz of old? Or is he the Wentz that we thought it would be? No. Can the Eagles go to Dallas and beat the Cowboys? Yes. Will they beat the Cowboys? I don't know. But I'll tell you this. It's a division game and doesn't matter the record. I think the Eagles go down to Dallas and get it done this week. I'm going with the Eagles.
You can have it.
Down. All right. So I'm for the Eagles, and Vic and Coop are for the Cowboys. Moving along tonight, 8:20 Eastern Standard Time. We got the 8-4 Bears in Soldier Field hosting the Los Angeles Rams, the 11-1 Los Angeles Rams, the hottest team in the NFL. Hands down, this team goes out and gets it done. They had adversity. They fought through adversity. They fought through injuries. And they still brandished an 11-1 record. Vic, take it away.
I like the Bears defense. I just don't know what Trubisky's going to do his game back. He's just getting back off the injury. The Rams are an absolute machine. They put 5, 6 wide receivers in there and spread you. They're going to spread that defense the whole night. They're not going to allow Khalil Mack to key in on Goff. They also have Gurley, one of the top running backs in the league. They got a great tight end. Even with Kupp out for the year, they still got a lot of pieces in place to put up 30-plus points. The Bears are not a team that can score 30-plus. The math doesn't add up. The defense does score, but not enough to beat the Rams. I got the Rams.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Rams. The quarterback just coming back, Trubisky. We don't know. He's, the Vikings injured him and, broke his shoulder, and now he's coming back. So we don't know if he's going to be rusty. He does have a chance. Bears do have a chance to win this game because they do have a great defense.
Yes.
They do have a chance. So the Rams not going to run away with it. But I believe the Rams are just a better team all around. So I got to go with the Rams. Todd Gurley, I don't think they'll really stop Gurley. If they do stop Gurley, he still got the passing attack. And Gurley's great out the backfield.
Absolutely. And Gurley's good flats too.
But they do got Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack does make a difference. I know what he's saying. They'll probably spread him so he won't be able to get rid of the ball quick. That'll probably be the game plan. But he's so dominant that I don't know, man. This guy missed, 3-4 games? And look at his stats.
Right.
He might be leading the league in sacks if he didn't get hurt. Still got 9 sacks. 5 forced fumbles, an interception, and a touchdown. This guy is a beast. I still put him up. Aaron Donald's a monster, but Aaron Donald played all the games. And I think Aaron Donald leads the league in sacks, but he played all the games, and he's a beast. But the Bears have the better defense, and he turned them around. So I got to give him the nod over, even though this is a side note, I got to give him the nod over Aaron Donald because the Rams still don't have a great defense. I mean, they make plays. They got Aaron Donald, but Khalil Mack turned that whole defense around to one of the top. That one player, they were good last year. He made them close to elite.
Absolutely.
So I have to give him defensive player over Aaron Donald, even though he was injured and missed a lot of games. But as far as the win, I still got to give it to the Rams. They're just a better all-around team. Rams.
Well said, Coop. Love your commentary on that. I'm in agreement, but these are not the 85 Bears. They're good defense, but they're not the 85 Bears. They're not even the 2000 Ravens. Can this defense win? Could this defense overpower this offense? I don't think the defense can slow this Ram team down enough to get the win. I don't know what the offense is right now. I don't see the Bears beating the Rams right now. I just think the momentum is just too much for the Bears. They lost to the Giants last week, minus to Trubisky. Sean McVay is this new kind of head coach, man. He's not afraid to go out there and try new things, different looks, different sets. I like this coach. He's innovative. He comes from the Redskins organization. He was there for a while, and now he has a chance to be a head coach. So I see the Rams getting their 12th win of the season. They're gonna leave out of Soldier Field 12-1. We're all for the Rams, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was a good game. Okay,
probably would be.
Moving along, Monday night, we got the 6-5-1 Vikings going up to the North Pacific to take on the 7-5 Seattle Seahawks, led by Russell Sierra Wilson. Vikings, man, had a chance to really make their presence be known in the division last week. The Giants, we took care of business for you guys, knocking off the Bears. You had a chance, but you had the wrong team out there. The Pats. I didn't see the Pats losing this one, man. But you guys fought hard. You guys are gonna have to win this week, man. I think the Vikings got to win more than the Seahawks this week. But You got the Seahawks up there, man. It's gonna be a tough one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and defer to Vic on this one.
You know he's going with the Seahawks. Why do that? Let me talk about Matisse. He's just going to pick the Seahawks.
Go ahead.
And you are. Both of y'all go with the Seahawks. I already know that.
Go ahead.
Y'all boss will just give it to me.
Take it away, man. Go ahead. You got
it. I mean, it's Cooperdamus now. He's predicting things.
Yeah, that's where he's going. That's where he's going.
Okay, Cooperdamus.
Both of y'all going with the Seahawks, not just you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I picked the Bears to win the division preseason. It's in my pool at work. There's a guy there named Aaron McPherson. He believes in the Vikings. I never have. The Cousins is a stat stuffer, but when it comes down to crunch time, he makes mistakes in pivotal moments that cost games. And that's really the bottom line. It's not about me going against the Vikings. It's about the fact that Cousins is just not the quarterback. Okay. He's not the quarterback that they need. He's not going to get them a win in the late season, especially in Seattle. Seattle's starting to play like they used to. They're not the Legion of Boom, but they still got enough to get the win on a Monday night game in Seattle in the North. Russell knows how to run around that little curly Gary Coleman afro, flipping and flowing all over the place. The world don't.
He cut it off.
Yeah, well, it's still flowing and it's still wavy, no matter how low it is. And at the end of the day, I just think that they get. I think that they get it done. I think they get it done, man. I really would like to see the Vikings actually win this game and make it a little bit more interesting in the NFC Central with the Bears. But even with the Bears losing to the Giants, they're still in first place. And even a loss tonight to the Rams, that doesn't matter because the Seahawks are going to win this game. It's going to be close. It's not going to be a runaway. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings could get it done, but you're going to need a perfect game from Cousins. And what happened to the Vikings running game? Cook and all. They
didn't run down. They was running last week. They stopped running. Look, did you watch the game? Cook was killing the Patriots. They stopped running them.
These guys, no.
Yes, he was, brother. You didn't watch the game.
I watched the game. These guys are
Viking fans are calling for the offensive coordinator's head right now because he stopped running the ball.
They are not.
I know because I watched the team. You don't know. You just watch highlights.
I watch the team. I'm watching games. I watch football, bro. And
you ain't watching if you ain't saying Cook running. Even the experts are saying that. They're like when he's in there, he's making plays. They're not going to him enough. I don't know why.
Because they paid Cousins all that money.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
And they think that's my whole point. They keep trying to make him the hero. Give the ball to the playmakers and let the playmakers decide the game.
That's true.
Stop trying to make Cousins the future. He's not even the present. He's just a game manager. So give the ball to your playmakers. And that's the problem that the Minnesota Vikings are having. They're trying to make Cousins something that he's not, and they're going to lose in Seattle. I got Seattle.
I couldn't agree with Vic more. Cousins, we already know.
You just made my whole argument for exactly why the Vikings are who they are. Because they keep trying to make the quarterback the center of their offense. When they got Diggs, Riggs, and all type of players on their offense, and they're not letting them thrive. Yeah, like give the ball to them. You got Thielen, you got all these people, and you're trying to make Keenum. They're trying to make Keenum the guy last year, and that's why they came up short. Now they're trying to make.
No, that's not why they came up missing. Keenum played his part.
It is why.
Keenan played his part. Now you just talking. And if you agree with that, why you ain't watching the game? Because Keenan played his ass off last year.
The quarterback is always.
And we ran pretty decent.
The quarterback's been the problem in Minnesota for over 10 years. Bottom line.
I'll say this. If you're gonna
have a good line.
You have to cater to the court. If you're a game manager, let him be a game manager and let the playmakers play. I think
he's not a game manager. He's not watching. The boy putting up. Game managers don't put up them type of stats. He just make mistakes. He's not a game manager. Alex Smith was a game manager. He's not a game manager.
Because it's a break open quarterback.
I told you all these things. Don't you try to take all my points. We had these discussions. Vic be taking my little points and putting them against me. I told you we have no offensive line. He gonna say it like he's saying it. Let me break it down to you. Now it's my turn. I didn't get a chance. Vikings offensive line is pitiful, and that's a lot of the problem.
Okay. When
they do run with Cook, they can make plays. They was doing it on the Patriots, but he went away from it. I don't know why. Philip Delapino, whatever we got from the Eagles, a lot of fans, because I'm a lot of Viking pages and all that, they saying he need to get fired. But it's his first year as offensive coordinator. You know, a lot of times now we impatient with stuff like this. We expect that first year they're supposed to just blow up because the Vikings have so much talent. So a lot of people feel like even though they got a new offense, new quarterback, they're supposed to just run the league. But that's not the case. I mean, you got to give a man another chance. They are throwing it too much. That's one of even our head coach told him, the offensive coordinator, he told him straight up, I want to run the ball more. And like I said, when they were running with Cook, he was running on the Patriots. But they went back to passing. I mean, he's looking like Florida State Cook when he get the ball, real explosive. He leads the league now in making the first person miss. He leads the league in that. So that's telling you.
All these stats.
Yeah, I got him. Let me finish. You cut me off now. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Hey, so that's telling you something right there. Give this man the ball. Run the ball. I mean, our line is bad, so we can't really push people off the ball. But they find creative ways to run him. Out the shotgun. They're doing all types of stuff, and he's actually running well. They just go away from it and try to let Cousins can't win the game for you. He's not a game manager because you don't put up 400 yards and you're a game manager. That's Alex Smith.
So wait a minute.
Cousins' problem is he's not clutch. When they need it, when they need it, he doesn't make the play. That's his problem. It's not that he's a game manager. He's just not clutch. He's not good in prime time. That's why I'm scared of this game. It's prime time. He's not good.
This is the kind of guy you cannot let him win he's not going to win the game on his arm. You cannot.
Not unless they play in a sorry team. He can do it then. He can't do it in prime time games. That's what I see so far. And that's what they said. And that's what the Redskins saw out of him. And that's why they got rid of him. So, but we'll see. But
no chance of winning that division.
But no, we're gonna win the division. But we still can make the playoffs. We're not gonna win the division. We still can make the playoffs. Even if we lose this game, we can still make the playoffs.
You're not gonna make the playoffs.
Dude,
we'll see.
I don't know. I haven't made my
defense still playing good. We still got a top 5 defense.
I haven't made my pick yet. Cool.
Yo, he let me make my pick. Yo, he keep cutting me off. I ain't finished.
I haven't made my pick yet. Wait a minute. Have we even picked yet? No, I know Vic picked the Hawks.
Yeah, pick, and he picked Seahawks. You gonna pick the Seahawks. So let me go. I know both of y'all picking the Seahawks.
I wasn't gonna pick the Seahawks.
You don't know who he's gonna pick.
Yeah, but you keep. Why do you cut me off? He won't let me talk, man. I never even I didn't get finished with it because he keep cutting me off.
Go ahead, Coop.
Let me finish. You fucking whatever you are. Yeah. But anyway, we still playing a good team. We still got a top 5 defense, but they are disappointing in prime time. And Cousins is a reason why. I'm actually in agreement with you with that. Yeah, Cousins, like I said, he's not a game manager because he does put up big time stats, but it's a lot of times in garbage time. He's not clutch. That's the biggest thing with Cousins. And the offensive line ain't helping because they can't block. So that's making it even worse.
Yeah.
But I still got to pick us to win. And because I always go off our talent. And I know any given Sunday, if we play our game, we can beat anybody. But we got to play that game. And me being a fan and knowing what we're capable of, I got to go with my team again. Not going to be easy. Seahawks have a good running attack, but we good at stopping the run. And we still got a defense, and I'm still going with the Vikings.
Nobody circles the wagon like Kareem Cooper when it comes to the Vikings.
Come to the Vikes, baby.
That's ridiculous. You're obsessed with them, and they fucking suck.
This is a must.
The Chargers finally winning. He was MIA the last 5 years with the Chargers. They winning now. He want to talk shit. The Chargers ain't been nothing for the last 5, 6, 7, 8. They finally good, and now he feel like he can talk. Hey, I'm gonna give it to you. This is your year. Hey, I can't even come back at you. You're right. Y'all balling this year. Y'all better than us this year. I give it to you. There you go. There. I don't know why all kinds of little sounds in the background. Hey, let's get on with this because we're gonna be on this all day like the old time. We're gonna keep going.
Last time
get your pick, Vic. I did
last time.
That buzzer is awful.
Hey, go ahead with your pick, man, because we're gonna be all day arguing this game.
Last time this team met, the Vikings edged them 21-20. Man, it's gonna be tough on the Vikings. They have to win, but on the other hand, they're at home. If you guys were at home, I would pick you guys, but I just think the little curly-headed little Mr. Sierra running around there gonna be too much for the Vikings, man. You guys need to get it together. So I'm gonna go with Vic on this one. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win. I hope you guys
Told
win,
you.
but
I told you, buddy.
I'm going for wins. You know, I gotta go with the Hawks, man. They've been playing better football right now. So we're all me and Vic are for the Seahawks and Coop for the Vikings, and that will end it. Let's check the bonus game, Week 15. Who would he got? And it is Chargers, and the Chief is the put up or shut up type of game. Put up or shut up.
Chiefs, this one. I'm going with the Chiefs. Chiefs.
Vic, take it away.
Last time we played this team was early in the season. I think we were like 1-1, and we really hadn't had our identity. We had a lot of people out. They got us 30 to 17 or 20, 30 to 21 or something like that.
38, 28.
Right now we're playing a lot better football. With Kareem Hunt out of the equation and only with that one weapon that they have and no defense, I still give the edge to the Chiefs. But I'm going to go with my heart with this one. I think that we're going to actually take the division. The Chargers win this game in Kansas City. I'm going with my team. I'm going with the Chargers.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get mine out the way because I know, Coop, you got a lot to say on this one. Last time, Chiefs have won the last 3 straight. I think the last one, 38-28. Before that, it was 30-13. Then it was 24-10. You know, that was last year. The Chiefs Chargers, man, too bad the Chargers having a great season. Division, the Chiefs are also winning. So, man, it's kind of, you know, the Chargers, man, it's all on the line this week. The Chargers got to win it. Can they go beat the Chiefs? I like how the Chargers are playing, man. I really do. I think they have the tools to beat the Chiefs. They're on the road, though. So,
we're a better road team. We just came off of beating Pittsburgh. We're going to get the victory.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to reserve my pick. I'm gonna let Coop take it away. Then I'll give you what I got. Go ahead, Coop.
No, just being real in all fairness, though. You know, I'm talking, but it's kind of a hard matchup, to be honest. I believe the Chargers have a better all-around team because they do play defense. But going to Kansas City, playing them in Kansas City when you got you left out the tight end. Kelsey's one of the best in the league. You still got weapons. Kareem Hunt is one. He got, and if Watkins comes back, that's another weapon. But he stays hurt. I don't know.
He stays hurt.
We all know what Hill could do. But just being that the Chiefs are home, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. But I could see the Chargers beating them. I mean, I don't have a lot of firepower against your team because I got to be honest. Hey, y'all are really good. Y'all are better than us. So you have much firepower against me because we got issues. We got so much talent with issues. But y'all actually putting y'all talent together. So I don't have an argument with you. Just being real about it. Chargers could win, but I still think the Chiefs at home will probably get it.
Cool.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers win, though. I wouldn't be surprised.
Coop with the Chiefs, Vic with the Chargers. Now it's all left up to me. I'm looking at the stats here. Rip Rivers, 3,000 yards already passing, 28 touchdowns, 69% completion attempts.
Gordon's gone. That don't count.
Gordon, not 1,000, 800 yards. You got Eckler behind him, 450.
I like Eckler, though.
Man, it's going to be a tough one, man. I say, man, I'm going with the Chargers on this one, man. I like what the Chargers bring to the table, man. I think the Chargers, you know, they lost 3 straight, man. I don't see them losing 4 straight to this team.
That's why we're going to break it. We're going to break it this week.
Yeah, I got to go with the Chargers on this one. But, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs win. It's going to be a good game. This will be, man, nothing beats that barn burner that the Rams and the Chiefs had. That was a great game. I wish all the games were like that. But, you know, I think this one has all the makings to be a game like that. It's going to be on right in front of everybody Thursday night. So it's going to be a good game, man. I think it's going to be a good game. So we got Vic and Wad for the Chargers and Coop for the Chiefs. A bonus game.
Hey, Wad, I got to disagree with you. I wouldn't want to see all games like that because there was no defense. I like defense, too. I don't want everybody to score 50 points a game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I got to disagree with you with that one. I like to see it every now and then, though.
Monday night, Thursday night, man, that's the perfect time to have a game like that. let's get into the the meat and potatoes on a Sunday. But you're out there, the ball, everyone's scoring. It's high flying, the balls in the air, the running backs are running. The offense is just it's on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to see every now and then, definitely.
I mean, they guys had to really crack the code, man. It's like the defense wasn't just sitting there. They were playing. It just
they made a couple plays here and there. They did make a couple big plays to make it exciting. I'll admit that. But they still put up 50 points, man.
I really like Derwin James for the Los Angeles Chargers. He's really balling. He reminds me of Cam Chancellor. The secondary is really good. We got Ingram at linebacker. We got Bosa. We really got some pieces on defense. Finally, in all three phases of the defense, and Rivers
finally,
Rivers is playing at a Hall of Fame level. Finally,
yeah. Y'all got a team over there. I take my hat off.
We still got Allen. We got a lot of receivers. We got a tight end. Gates is on the verge of retirement and still catching passes.
Yeah,
I like what we're doing.
He don't start no more though. Gates is not the starter.
That's fine. We got great tight ends. So I think we got what it takes to get this done and get this division.
They do. They definitely got what it takes.
I think I asked this question beginning of our our podcast when we first started here. Who is your MVP? What do you got and why?
At this point?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to go this early. I don't. I'll let Vic go on that one. I'll let Vic go. I'll let Vic go on that one.
Right now, I'm gonna give the edge to Rivers.
Rivers.
Even though Breeze is playing very well, Rivers is putting together a hell of a season in LA. He's really playing at a really good level. I like what he's doing. He's over 3,000 yards passing. He's really putting up the numbers. I like what Rivers is doing. I think Rivers is right in the mix along with Breeze for MVP of this season. It could go either way. You can't leave out Mahomes. Golf. I mean, it's a quarterback league this year. The quarterbacks are really chucking this ball around.
Yes.
A lot of numbers being put up, big time scores. 50 points, 48 points, 56 points. Like it's a lot.
Yes.
So the quarterbacks are definitely leading the way. I'm biased on this one. I would love to see Rivers get it, but realistically, you gotta look at Mahomes. You gotta look at Breeze, and they're both doing really good. So it's going to come down to Breeze and Mahomes. I gotta give the edge to Breeze. I think Breeze could win the MVP this year.
That would be insane if he won it. 40 years old.
I can see it.
That'd be great. He deserved it. He would deserve
it. I can see it. Yeah.
I got Mahomes up in there. I got Gurley up in there. I got if it would have been the way what I look for MVP is, you're a guy on a bad team, and if you took yourself out of the equation, the team would just crumble. It wouldn't be anything. So yeah, you will look for a guy that is still putting up numbers on a sorry team, or a running back that's got over 1,000 yards, but the line can't even block for him. Kind of like a Barry Sanders running around there all day. But no, that's not how we judge MVPs. We judge MVPs by what you bring to the table and what the record is. So in that case, when I look at that, man, I see a lot of I see Jared Goff up in there. I see Mahomes in there. I see Breeze in there. I see Gurley in there, man. You can't deny these guys. I think it's gonna be I think it's going to be a quarterback, man. It's going to be between Breeze and Mahomes. I see Breeze winning it too. Mahomes, and they're looking at it like Mahomes going to be here for the long haul. He'll probably get it down the line. I don't think Peyton won it so fast. I don't think Brady got it so fast. And the awards so fast. They had to, few years in the league before they were considered for it. So I see Breeze going out on a high note. I know he only has a couple of years left. He's 40. I think he's 40 right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Breeze got it. Breeze is back. I'll give it to Drew Brees. Coop.
I mean, shit, I'm pretty much in agreement with everything y'all just said. I mean, if I was to go by the criteria that you're saying, like if you take them out the equation, yeah, it would pretty much, then I would have to put it with either Breeze or Phillip Rivers. If I went with that criteria, that if you take them out, what would the team be? For me, it would be between them two, because I honestly believe with all the weapons Kansas City got, another quarterback may not put up what he's putting up, but they'll still be good.
Hell no.
Alex Smith was good with him last year. They went 5-0. They had a good record. I still think they would have a decent quarterback. May not be Mahomes with it. So if I was to go with your criteria, it would be between Rivers and Breeze for me.
Right.
So and I would probably give the edge to it's hard for me right now. That's why I said I would like to wait because I want to see how Breeze rebounds off of that loss. But I would have to say at this point, I would have to give it to Rivers right now, just because of that. But let's ask this question again. I guess towards the end of the season.
It's week 14.
Yeah, but I mean, towards the end when everything's kind of settled and done. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we'll probably give it to Breeze. Or, I don't know. Give them co-MVPs, Breeze and Phillip Rivers. This happened before. You had Culpepper and Peyton Manning one year. When Culpepper was with the Vikings, Culpepper had. I'll give them co-MVPs.
That was tight.
What's that noise? Is that Bumblebee transforming?
Yeah, what it sounded like.
That was McNair and Manning, and I think that was 04.
Was it? It was McNair and Manning?
Yeah, McNair and
he always wants to throw his quarterback in there.
Culpepper won one year. I could have sworn it was a co-MVP. He won one year.
It was McNair and Breeze. I'm pretty sure of it. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected.
You might be right.
Let's go over the picks for the Jets and Bills. We're all in agreement. The Bills will beat the Jets at home. Giants and the Skins, we're all for the Giants on the road. Saints and the Bucks, we're all for the Saints. The Patriots and the Fins. Vic and Coop for the Pats. I'm for the Fins. Ravens and Chiefs. Me and Vic are for the Ravens. Coop for the Chiefs. Ing, the Colts and Texans. We're all for the Texans. Falcons and the Packers. We're all for the Packers. Panthers and the Browns. Vic and Coop.
Falcons. You messed that one up.
Falcons and the Packers. My bad. Falcons and the Packers. We're all for the Falcons. Panthers and the Browns. Vic and Cooper for the Panthers. I'm for the Browns. Chargers and Chiefs will go back around to that one. Broncos and the 49ers. We're all for the 49ers. Bengals and the Chargers. We're all for the Chargers. The Lions and the Cardinals. We're all for the Lions. Steelers, Raiders. We're all for the Steelers. Eagles and the Cowboys. I'm for the Eagles. Vic and Cooper for the Cowboys. Shout out to Craig Shannon. Rams and the Bears, we're all for the Rams. Vikings and the Seahawks. Coop for the Vikings, obviously, and Vic and Y for the Seahawks. And the bonus game, the Chargers and the Chiefs. Me and Vic are for the Chargers, and Coops is for the Chiefs. So we got the picks there, time stamped. Join us this coming Saturday for Pick'em Recap, where we sit down for a couple of minutes and recap on all the NFL games that we just picked. We'll talk about what happened, and we're just getting more in depth with the football. Please join us. We will announce the time sometime midweek as well. So if you're not doing anything, come hang out with us on the panel. If you would like to be on the panel as a guest, give me a shout out, adsy@gmail.com, or hit up Vic, or you can hit up Coop on their Facebook handles as well. But that's it, guys. Any closing words?
Well, the Vikings are who I thought they were last year.
Oh, that note, I'm about to go. It's almost 12:30. I didn't know we was on that long. Damn.
Yeah, it's 12:20 here. It's been over an hour. But I'm going to say,
yeah, we've been on for a minute.
Yeah, good luck with the Vikings. I hope that you guys get the win. I really do. I don't see it happening.
It's going to be hard.
We'll see what happens.
Well, great.
Yeah, I ain't got much to say. I just hope that we win. It's gonna be hard because Seattle was so sneaky, but
another damn transformer.
Yeah, there you go. That was Optimus right there. But
yeah. Bumble.
All right, I'm gonna tell you peace out.
All right.
And
Ironhide transformer.
Let me close the show down first.
I'm gonna go. It's been good. This pick'em was 2 hours and 89 minutes long.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we didn't do it before. We had to catch up. We had to let them know what's going on.
Longer than the Titanic.
For Kareem B.I. Williams and Kareem Cooper, I'm DJ WIDEBODY, and this was Pick'em Week 14. Good luck to you and your football teams. Happy pickings. See you next time. Peace.
Yeah.
Good.